Hello and welcome back. So today's card will have a bit of coloring, of pencil coloring, and I called it no line coloring, but it is not exactly no line. You'll see what I mean. I have this stamp set by Simon Says called Always and Forever, and I'm gonna die cut a rectangle with one of these stitch dies by Simon, and I'll be doing some stamping. And I'm gonna stamp this cute flower right here all around my rectangle there. And I've chose this ink to stamp, and this is Lake Shores by Simon Says. It's a beautiful blue tealish ink. Now I've picked two colored pencils, and these are by Faber-Castell, and they pretty much match the color of the ink. And I'll just do some basic coloring, just some flicking, nothing specific. When I do my flicking, I start from the same spot. Let me zoom in just a bit more. And this is slightly darker. And I'm not covering the entire image. I'm really going random. I think this is really fun to stamp like an image with a colored ink and then search for some markers or pencils that pretty much are the same as your ink, and it kind of gives that no line stamping effect. Okay, so my coloring is done. You can see that just by flicking some color in, you can still get some nice shading. You can do this in so many colors. I've tried with the same ink and made some warm grays and cool grays, and I really like how they look. I've also colored these small dots here just because I wanted to add another dot of white, and that way it is a bit more visible. I have here a punched heart, and if you want to see how I made this heart, you can check the yesterday's video, but this is just a heart punch, and I've colored it with dye inks, just some quick blending. Next I have here this Winnie and Walter die that says happy, and it's pretty big and bold, and I will be cutting this out of some silver cardstock, and this is like a mirror cardstock, but actually it was from some packaging, and here it is. And I want this card to be a happy everything card, so I have here a stamp set by Simon Says called Thanks, and I will be white embossing the everything here onto some black cardstock. So I will put down a bit of this anti-static powder and then just use my Versamark and stamp only the everything. And my white powder is from Ranger, the ultra fine or the super fine white powder, and this is great for small sentiments or images that have fine lines like this sentiment here has. And I'm gonna trim this down to be a small banner. Okay, so now I can assemble my card, and I have here a top folding card. Okay, so I was a bit unsure on how I wanted to lay all my elements, and I decided to pop this up with a bit of craft foam, and I'm making sure that my craft foam is slightly smaller than my panel, just because I don't want it to show on the sides. And I'm going to place this right in the middle of my card. Next, I'm gonna adhere my big heart, and I'll be using some liquid glue just to be able to wiggle it around. And I'm gonna use the same glue for my happy die cut. And some of this will hang off the panel there. And I'm gonna put this at an angle, just to add a bit of more interest. And I'm gonna adhere my small banner with some foam dots. I'll be adding a white small heart here that I had in my stash, just to brighten a bit this area here. And also a couple of clear sequins. Okay, and that finishes the card for today. I hope you can give this coloring technique a try. It is really fun and so simple. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.